You told me into the untold. Everything gonna unfold. You told me into the untold. Sit back, relax. Relax. Please sit back and relax. This is the untold.
Yo, so what's up, people? This your boy Rex. This is the Untold, as you already know. Today I got one of my partners. This is my brother. This dude is he's the bar. Like him, y'all saw some of the other guys we had on here, and this is a dude like we really got a relationship. Like it's not just music. Like I done known this dude for 25 plus actually. Like we met as teenagers, and I love this dude. Like he's like I said, he's a bar. He's one of them dudes. He's in his own lane, and he's literally been the same ever since we met. So everybody knows him. But for those of you who don't, my boy Quin Anderson, he popped in. He don't. This dude don't say much of nothing. But when he sit down on the drums, it's a rap. Like he produced the whole nine. But like, bro, thanks for popping up, yo.
Oh man, I had to, dog.
Dog, this is like it was like certain people. You already know I told you there was certain people I just had to have, like just trying to move forward in whatever this is. And you was one of them. Like, how you been, bro?
Oh, bro, I've been good, man. Like,
That's
no complaints. How you been?
Life is it's coming. It's coming. The little season is a little it's rocky, but we figuring it out. We figuring it out. Yo, man, so let's like we can hop right into it. Like, what was the beginning like for you knowing when it came to music that this is what you want to do? Like, how old were you when you started that whole thing?
Man, I started, man. I was playing at the South Shore Country Club with my uncle Donald Smith. Like, I was like 11. And that's when I ran into Gerald and Percy. I think Gerald was there. He kind of just took me in, started bringing me around Christmas programs that he was doing. So I was like maybe 12, 13 at that time, and then linked up with Tyrone Dickerson when I was like 13, 14. And from there, like Yolanda, Ben Tankard. So yeah, but it started in church. Like it all started in church.
Bro, it's crazy because it was like you're not that much older than me. But it was like when I was looking at you, like you and Calvin, it was like y'all are big brothers to me, to say the least. But it was just like we were so young, but to see how far ahead you was, I'm like, you said he's out with Yolanda Adams. Like, and again, in my mind, like we're kids. Yeah. So to me, she's a superstar. So I'm like, and then even Tyrone Dickerson. Like, it's crazy you mentioned him. I knew you would, but I was telling somebody about this story when Dion, it was y'all's family reunion, and Dion had me come. He had me come sub. I think Tyrone had a group.
Yeah, he did. Christian Fellowship.
Yep. So he had a couple of dates, and this is when Dion was living. Was it Nashville?
Yeah.
So I sat in. He was like, "Yo, come sit in." I sat in on the 2 days. Then they had church. So we rehearsing or whatever. And I'm young. Like, so I'm like, "Yo, Tyrone, how I sound?" He's like, "You good? You're playing a lot, but you're good." I was like, "Got it." But dog, in that moment, it showed me how much I wasn't ready for what I thought I was ready for. You get what I'm saying? Yeah. And then to look at you like you was his favorite drummer. You know what I'm saying? Basically. So it's like you and Oscar. That's when I knew, okay, now you got to figure out what they're doing so he doesn't say that to you again. You get what I'm saying? But for you, it's like you always stayed in your lane, like even when it came to playing. Like, you're not a busy drummer at all. Like, but when you pull out the swords, it's a rap. But who did you look up to? Like, where did your style even come from?
Starting off, man, like I come from a musical family, so my uncles played, had 2 uncles who played drums, had an uncle that played bass, 2 played organ or whatever, so come from a musical background. But once I started kind of getting into my own thing musically, of course watching Teddy, because Teddy was in the same camp with Gerald Gray, so he kind of like took me under his wing, and was definitely watching a lot of Teddy. Had a couple of shares with Oscar, and then Teddy introduced me to Chris Dave, and it was like, bro, that was like kind of all I needed. So the whole Teddy Campbell thing and the Chris Dave, it was like trying to marry those two.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? So yeah.
And that's crazy because they don't sound anything alike.
Nah.
And now that you say, I mean, that makes, of course, I knew how you felt about Chris and all that. Of course, the Teddy stories. Yeah. But now it makes sense, like hearing you say that, because it was like, man, it used to wear me out, honestly, because, of course, you know how close me and JJ are.
Absolutely.
But I know how close y'all are. So it was like when I was like making these certain moves, it was like everything he said I listened to. Yeah. It'd be like, yo, man, how's Quin doing? I was like, JJ, why are you asking me about Quin? But it was like, again, I respected it because, of course, he ain't mean nothing by it, but it let me know, like, there was a certain comparison that I never lost it, because I look at y'all like, yo, man, like, if I can make them proud, I'm good.
Absolutely.
It don't matter what I do, what I've done. You know how we talk. Yeah. It's like, yo, whatever, when it comes to business, personal, it's like, yo, man, you be like, yo, man, I see you. It's like, okay, cool. Because I'd never forget the times where I was coming to musicals trying to meet y'all. You know what I'm saying? And like, I was talking to Teddy even about like Freddie.
Yeah.
Like Freddie, all he talked about was you, Kahari, and Teddy. That was it. I was like, man, I just want Freddie to mention me. Because you know, Freddie, rest in peace, he didn't like a lot.
He did not.
He did
not, yes.
He would tell. So let me ask you this. While we talking about him, how was the transition going from playing at church, of course, to like the New Direction? Because you was with New Direction, then Yolanda?
Yeah, I was with New D first. I think we wasn't even New D when he formed. I think it was like Youth for Christ or Youth like when we first formed.
Oh, wow, okay.
Yeah. It was like, I think 14, 15 when Gerald formed the group or whatever.
Gotcha.
So, yeah, was doing New D first.
Okay.
And then the Yolanda thing kind of happened.
So how did you feel like with the New D situation? One, I know y'all didn't know what it was going to turn into.
Not at all.
You know what I'm saying? But I was like, if you was able to get into them rehearsals, yeah. I came around when y'all was rehearsing on Racine, so I don't know.
The best.
Dog.
The best.
It was like a club.
Yeah.
I would be like, yo, I'm about to come up there. Can I get in? You'd be like, no, you. But that energy, bro, like, how did it feel for you? Of course, even like while in the moment, and then tell me how you feel now. But just being in that group of musicians, like Percy and Gerald, like, that was a movement.
No, it was. We didn't see it then. Like, we were young, just kind of having fun, because we would complain about rehearsing. But it's like, even when Gerald first started it, I was listening to a lot of guys, like, you know, I had my hometown heroes like Teddy and Oscar, like those guys, Mike Weatherspoon even. And then, you know, the Chris Daves, but listen to Dave Weckl, those guys, Vinny or whatever. So I was trying to take a lot of what Vinny was doing and adapt it to my playing. I just had nowhere to play it.
Yeah.
I mean, I couldn't play that stuff in church or whatever. So Gerald was like, man, play it here. Like,
that sounds like Gerald.
Yeah, so all that, the skip time and then all that left field stuff, I was able to, you know, play it there, and he allowed us to do whatever we wanted, just as long as we kind of kept it musical. So, it was dope, man. It's like I said, we didn't know what it was, because we'd be down there, rehearsing some days, bro, like, and it's like, over it. Yeah. Like, yo, I'm tired of rehearsing. But I think I was out doing something, and Scooter Sledge played. So I went and checked him out. I think it was Scooter, JJ, the regular band. I was the only one out. Bro, when I tell you, these fools were smashing, like killing. Yeah. And it's like, you don't really, like, when you're in it, you don't really know, but to step out and see these niggas, like, yeah, it was phenomenal. So like, now looking back on it, like, I definitely appreciate, like, what Gerald did, bro. Like, I definitely appreciate being in that mix with the guys, with JJ and Philip and Aaron and Steve. Like, it was crazy. And Cornell was in the mix too.
Oh,
like,
my God.
Bro, it was crazy. Sheree, like,
man, listen, and he came, I'll tell you how me and Sheree met. It was, it was hilarious, but he was a pro. Like, he
crazy.
He's been a pro since the day I met. Like I gradually grew into a professional.
Yeah.
Like he was one of them guys. It was like Sheree was the things. Not that we weren't laughing at him, but things that we was like, why are you doing that? They were things I had to add to my arsenal, or I wouldn't be. You get what I'm saying?
Absolutely.
But in that, it was just like to look at y'all from the outside, because of course you had like the Tommy's band. You had, so I was always under the impression, because people look at me like I like to move with a certain band, not necessarily all the same guys, but they're just a certain way. But that was from me looking at the way y'all moved, the way Ricky's band even moved. You know what I'm saying? Mark Hubbard's band back then, like Joey Williams.
Yes.
It was like you, Calvin, and Joey Williams, and it was just like, because then you had Kahari and Teddy, but they were a step ahead.
Yeah,
you get what I'm saying? So it's like for me, and you know, I don't even look at it like rankings, but it was like it was a stair step thing. I was like,
crazy. And Kiki was a problem too,
bro. Listen,
he was bro.
People, I tell this story all the time. Me and Calvin was at Pastor Campbell. And he used to have his at Universal Temple, right? Kiki was playing. This when finally Karen came out. Dog, it was Kiki, Maurice, Ernie Allen, and Trail. Dog, that intro started. I looked at Calvin. I was like, dog, he win you. And we was joking. I was like, dog, he is locked. He didn't move.
Nah.
And I don't think I had an MPD. I can't even remember. But dog, the way he locked, and again, same thing. That was a unit.
Yes, it was.
That was the West Side.
Yes.
Before, of course, you had Lil Tony, but Tony popped around. Like, but it was like, yo, these dudes, they know each other.
Yeah.
You can tell certain people hung together outside of just being on stage.
Oh yeah, them fools was killer. Like hard killer, bro.
Dog got Kiki, Kiki was a problem, man. Yeah. But it's like, so for you, like, cause then you had, it was like every bass player I wanted to play with in the band at that time, you had played with like Anthony Harmon.
Yeah, I got so many stories about that guy, but yeah.
Dog, so with Anthony, like, what was the vibe when you and Anthony first started, you know, playing together?
Bro, it was almost like, for me, when I first met Anthony, I was like 15. Okay. Like, and the way I met him, Tyrone hit me up. He's like, yo, we got to be in Tanker date. Like, he actually paged me. This how I'm in school. He shoots me a page. Like, I check. He's like, yo, we got to be in Tanker date, but we got to rehearse today. I'm like, we already know the music while we're rehearsing. Chris not playing, Anthony playing. So at the time,
Chris Anderson.
Yeah.
Right, okay.
My bass players was JJ and Chris.
Yeah.
From all I knew. So I heard stories about Anthony and they tell me like, yo, I'm finna mix with this dude. So I'm intrigued with the whole time. I'm like a little nervous. Like, deal with this guy. So I'm 15, not supposed to be driving. I live in Indiana. We rehearsing in Harvey. I take my mama car. Sorry, ma. Like, get there and he's like, yo, the gig ain't happened, so to the crib. So Anthony was like, man, where you stay at? I'm like, Indiana. He was like, man, you could drop me off at the crib. I'm like, yeah. Ever since then, been a rap.
That's crazy.
Ever since then, bro.
And that gig didn't happen.
The gig didn't even happen. We never get. The next time I got up with Anthony, we were cutting the More Than a Melody record for Yolanda. And he got me through that record, bro. Like, because like I had already played with Ben Tanker, but Ben Tanker was looking like he was producing the record. So he looking like, yo, why y'all bringing this kid? Like, I get he played with me with these just live shows, whatever. We recording a record. Why y'all bringing this kid? So he mugging me the whole time we cutting. Bro, Anthony pulled me to the side just on some really like, nigga, F what he on. Do what you do. On some grown man. So yeah, he got me through the session. Ever since then, boy, it's been a rap with me and Anthony. That's
and I miss that dude.
Seriously.
Dog, I miss that. I got seriously. Dog, me and Anthony played the church in Phoenix. Phoenix here, like Phoenix, Illinois.
Yeah.
So we played at some musical, dog, and it was this drummer named Eric. I can't think of his last, but sure, Eric.
Okay.
He actually passed away. He was a real good dude. But me and Anthony were playing with the church choir, whoever concert it was, dog. So you know, Anthony, He's the type of guy, he'll get you in trouble.
Oh, yo, seriously, yeah.
You get what I'm
Yeah.
saying? And then he'll act like nothing happened.
Nope.
Yo, bro, they was doing The Lord is Blessing Me, right? And I teased Eric about this every time we talked. But Eric, I don't know, he had got caught up and he did this lick on the break. But he came back in, he was turned around. And you know, once you mentally change the timing in your mind, it don't matter.
Yeah.
When I say the entire church was on the same and he had to stop. This fool Anthony nudged me. I lost it.
Yeah.
When I say lost it, I had to leave out the church.
Yeah, no, he's a fool, a big fool, bro.
And he's sitting there like nothing happened. Dog, I walked back in. He was like, yo, everything good?
Right.
I'm like, okay. But no, I meant, that dude. So, JJ, what was it like rocking with? Because, of course, like, you knew JJ first. And then by the time I met y'all, like, y'all like this.
Yeah.
Was he the first bass player with New Direction?
Yeah, he was like the first blade. Like, yeah, New Direction, yeah. Because I was introduced to Bud, too.
Oh, yeah.
Around that
Absolutely.
time, but that was like more on the Christmas side of things. Like, but yeah, when we started the group, like, it was JJ, bro. And it was just like immediate, like immediate with JJ. JJ had a different approach to his playing. You know what I mean? He listened to a lot of like Michelle and those type of artists, that underground stuff. He got in on that, bro. So his playing was just like, you know.
JJ is one of my favorites, man.
Yeah.
But even with like you said, listening to other type of stuff in your playing, we always could tell you didn't just listen to what we thought was normal music. And when I say normal, like everyday music, like the type of music I was playing, you heard on the radio every day. I'm talking about the type of music I practiced.
Yeah.
It was just stuff like, oh, okay, that's a Mary song. Okay, I'm gonna try to learn. But it's like you would like, yo, man, have you heard of Terry Bozzio? I'm like,
right, like
no. And then I had a homie, David Winslow. He's a little older than me, left-handed drummer. All the drummers like you or Calvin would mention, he was watching. So when it came to Vinny and Dave, I was like, wow, like Dennis, the whole. But it was like, how did you get off into watching those type of drummers, like outside of gospel?
I think Teddy introduced me to Dave Weckl. Just like, I think he had a tape or something with Dave on it. And it's like, yeah, like Dave was like kind of like the it drummer for a lot of young gospel guys. He was like, so we were introduced to him, and from Dave, it was like just watching Dave, you kind of seeing those other guys in that arena, like Vinny and Dennis or whatever. It was just like, I like Dennis' speed, his power. I like how Dave got down, but it was something about Vinny, bro, and that. Yeah,
He's the most amazing drummer in the world.
Yeah, like, no, it was crazy. So I sat down and I was studying, like, some of the stuff he was doing. But again, it was like, where am I going to play this stuff that I'm studying?
Yeah.
Like, so yeah, Gerald was kind of giving us some outlets, like, yo, put it here. We'll put it like, so. Nah,
But it was dope, though, because it's like, even though the stuff you played, we would be like, where did that come? You made it fit.
Yeah.
In that type of music, it was like, okay. But you was the only one I was hearing doing it.
Yeah, but I had my big bros like Tyrone, and like being with Tyrone, because Gerald allowed me to be a little bit more explosive.
Yeah.
Like, have fun, whatever. Tyrone was more on some like, yeah, you could be that, but let's pick and choose, because I need you to be more of a grown man over here.
Yeah.
You know
Hence
I mean?
what he told me in rehearsal. Seriously. No, but it makes sense now.
Yeah, but nah, but even like, because getting in that arena with him, and cutting in Nashville, I would get a lot of session work in Nashville on the young side, bro. And it was like, even then, I remember cutting a session for this guy named Denny Giosa. Like, he was a guitar player, but he was doing the engineer work. And they came to a break, and he was like, hey, I need a drum fill right here. I'm like maybe 17, 18 at the time. So I gave him a drum fill from Chicago on the church side.
Right.
I mean, way too much. They stopped for about 5 minutes. Everybody in there like, ooh, that was killer. Like, oh my God. But couldn't use it, bro. They broke me down. I think I did that take about 7 times till I got an understanding of what they wanted, which is, and I had played all this crazy stuff. So yeah, being on that side with Tyrone definitely was like, yo, you got to be on some grown over here. You can have fun over here, but need you more some grown over here. So
Yeah, that's dope. Like when you think about it, like you actually had musical balance.
Yeah.
Cause some guy, you know what I'm saying? Cause
Yeah.
like my balance didn't show up. I was always dedicated to a gig. So even when I was on a gig, I was just on that. Whether it was whatever I was doing, it don't even matter. But it was like I didn't have two gigs to like, okay, you could try stuff with Drill and them.
Yeah.
You
Yes.
knew what you
Yes.
but over here it's like, no, you have to know what you're playing. And I didn't really learn that until later. Cause even me, like I was scared of sessions.
Yeah.
Oh my God. Studio, everything. Sheree, prime example. When I met Sheree, it was at the studio. And it was with Youth Edition. This had to be
Oh my God.
this was 97, I think.
Yeah.
Bro, so I'm playing, same thing you was in. I'm playing with Youth Edition live. Like I'm the music director,
Right,
basically.
right.
Like, but they were like my older cousins, basically.
Right.
My older brothers, everything. So I'm running the live side. Now it's time for the record. Percy's producing the record.
Yeah.
Percy Baby. So this is Range Rover Percy, big shape. I'm like, of course, I'm trying to impress these guys. So
Yeah.
Percy, he like, all right, man, cool. Let Rex, we gonna let him and my cousin Mario. He's like, we gonna let them play one song. Brought us to the studio, and Sheree was already at the studio. So back then, I don't even remember who was playing bass with Youth Edition. It wasn't Sheree. Like I said, we didn't know him.
Yeah, he did just come out of nowhere.
Yeah, but the crazy, so we walked in, he had on the tux. So you know how we dress. Like,
Right. Y'all probably ate him up.
Dog, mind you, I'm only like 16, 17 maybe. I'm like, dog, what the hell are you, where are you coming from?
Right.
He had just came from a wedding gig. So it, like I said, he was always ahead. So anyway, come to the session, we go in. Percy like, all right, it's time to cut. He hits the click track. So I'm like, well, that's cool, but what are we gonna play to? Because live, this particular song, we weren't even using tracks because it was a live song.
Yeah.
Percy was like, no, we'll probably add some percussion stuff later, maybe. I said, Percy, so you only want me to play? He's like, yeah. Sheree got his charts out.
Yeah.
And I'm looking like, yo,
Yeah.
I'm not ready.
Yeah.
Started the song. Quin, I was playing like literally like I had never played with a drum machine. I was playing like I didn't even know the song because it was just me
Just
and a
you,
click
yeah.
track.
Yeah.
You get what I'm saying?
Yeah.
But to see Sheree, how professional he was, but in that moment, again, as somebody here, I'm looking at him joking like he got on the tux when I've had to wear plenty of tuxes.
Yes.
Since then,
Yes.
I've done weddings.
Yes.
I've had to get my reading. So that's what I'm saying. Like looking in those moments, now we grown.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? But it was like for you, you always approached music like you were a grown man. But now it makes sense with the balance of,
yeah.
you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Both. So let me ask you this. So when was it where you thought, or you knew, like, I know what I'm doing? Like, I'm doing what I'm supposed to be doing.
It hit me actually when I cut that Yolanda Adams record. That more because I had already cut like a few sessions, then even a few joints with Tyrone. But bro, I was low key trying to gangbang and was horrible at it.
Really?
Horrible, bro.
So wait, okay, so people definitely didn't know. I knew that Quin. It was like, I was like, okay, he's the hat back. Calvin was on the same thing.
He
I was
was.
like, what's wrong with y'all?
Yeah.
But like, so what age were you when you was like, okay, that ain't the move?
I was like 16, and the cool thing was like, I'm gonna say the cool thing, but my granddaddy trusted me. Like I was like in 7th, 8th grade, so my granddad trusted me. He gave me a key to the church. So low key, that was like my outlet to be on BS with the gangs or whatever. Like it was like, I tell my granddad like, yo, after basketball practice, I'm gonna go to the church and work out for a few. And I would always make sure I went to the church and did what I was supposed to. But yeah, that was like my out to, and I think I was 16, bro. Like I had cut the Yolanda Adams record. I was out of town for a week, cut that record. I got back home like Saturday morning. Like I got in touch with my homies. We was meeting up at the park up the street to be on BS with another gang. And it was like, bro, I'm literally walking, bro. I got like Apple and like something just hit me like, bro, you just cut a whole Yolanda Adams record and this what you finna go be on? Like for real?
Wow.
So yeah, like I turned around and went back to my grandma's house, bro. Like, but yeah, even with cutting that session, it just felt different because it's like you get through the first song. This is like a big record to me. So get
Yeah.
through the first song, it's like then get through the second song, and it's like as you getting more and more in, it's like kind of seeing stuff, understanding some things. Like, okay, I got you.
Right.
So yeah, we was good, bro. And it's like I got home, I got off that plane. It was like something was just different, like music.
It was like getting off into another person.
Yeah,
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Like you got off, you went as Quin, you came back like a man.
Yeah.
Like, it's like you seeing things clearer.
yeah.
Now that's
And
I
different
get it.
doors started opening, like so. Yeah, bro.
Yeah, man, it was crazy, bro. Because it was like like I said, we met when I was like 15, maybe somewhere up in there. But it was like to hear the name, it was like, and I'm not lying to you, bro. It was like you was a myth at one point. Because I grew up with Calvin,
Yeah,
so I knew like I've known him since I was 6,
Yeah.
literally. But I would hear your name, and I was like, where is he? Because it's like I was cool with Tracy and them, Nina, the whole. So we would we would be at your auntie's house, like we be kicking it. Then we'll pop to the church. They was like, Quin, he just left. I'm like, y'all just told me.
yeah. It was the same like that with you though.
What do you mean?
Yeah, because I had started hearing like your name popping. Like, yo, you got to hear this dude Rex. I'm like, yeah, I've been checking him out. I've been seeing him. It's like we just can't never. And it's like, bro, I would be in Larry's barbershop. I think Kenny was cutting your hair.
Oh yeah, Kenny Logan.
Yeah, it was literally like I walk in there and it was like, bro, you ain't just see Rex? See Rex where?
That's
like, bro, he just like he's like I don't even know how y'all missed each other. So yeah, we did that for a while.
Yeah,
like
no,
we
for
did
sure.
that for a while till we finally linked up.
Oh yeah, then it was a wrap.
Yeah.
After that, it was a wrap. But like I said, man, that same energy, like just watching you. I used to tell me and JJ was on the road for years together with Mary.
Yeah,
Like JJ got me through that whole situation. But even with Jay, as close as we are, I still look at him as the JJ I met when I walked, because I walked in like, yo, that's JJ.
yeah,
And that's what I be trying to get, because some of these guys be on the respect, and it's like, yo, no, all I'm saying is the same energy you had when you didn't know certain guys, keep that same
absolutely.
energy.
I'm with it.
You get what I'm saying?
I'm
Like
with it.
the respect has to go both ways.
It
Like it
does.
don't matter who I work with. It could be Ricky Minor. I still look at Ricky Minor like, you were the guy that was MD for Whitney Houston.
Yes.
You get what I'm saying?
Yes.
So that's why I'll be looking at y'all like, dog, that's Quin. Like Cap, and y'all be laughing like, Rex, come on. But y'all genuinely know I be dead serious.
But bro, that's how we look at you too, though, bro.
You-
like love, like man,
yeah.
respect, like because even when you got the American, like, bro, real talk, man, you had a talk because I was doing the subbing out Christina Aguilera for Brian.
Yeah.
That kid kicked my ass, bro. Like,
Yeah,
got
I remember that.
They send me a show, then we get to the joint, it's a whole nother show. I'm like,
Yeah.
bro, I'm not finna make it, bro. You talked me through that joint, bro. Like for
I
real.
remember
got me
that,
through it.
dog.
Got me through it, bro.
People
So,
don't
yeah.
know. It's crazy. You and was it? I know it was you. Was it Calvin? No, it was you and a couple other people that I had to borrow cymbals from when I first got the Mary
Yeah.
gig. He was
Yeah.
like, "Yo, man, I got a couple of you because I didn't have no gear." It was the craziest thing because that was the first tour, artist, whatever, where they was like, "Yo, we sending a truck to your storage." I was like, "What?" I was like, "I don't have no storage. I don't got no real gear." Dog, I sent my Pearl Export Select out there.
Are you serious?
I swear to God. Pearl Export Select. And I put them in regular drum cases. So they pull up with this big 18-wheeler. And I'm like, so I'm bringing out my cases. Dog, the cases get to New York. Huggy, which is like another pops to me. He was the production manager. He called me like, yeah, Rexel, are these the drums you're gonna use? I'm like, they not gonna work. He was like, we'll talk when you get here, bro. But I remember calling you like, dog. Matter of fact, I got a picture with the symbols that I forgot who else let me borrow. But like, dog, people don't even know stuff like that. I called you like, dog, I don't have no real gear.
Yeah.
Not to take on that. You know what I'm saying? But in those moments, like, we were in spaces where we could help each other that ain't have nothing to do with even people knowing.
Yeah, and you know we was gonna lace you, bro, because we were already like, well, you know the situation when you got the call and how other people was feeling. So we was like, no, we finna make sure he go out here and kill this situation.
Dude, people don't even know how like terrified. Like,
yeah. No, big shoes, bro. Like super big shoes.
No, because Gerald's the reason all of us have even made that. Yes. You know what I'm saying? Because we don't have anything else to compare it to. Yeah. He was the first. So for me, it was just like, and of course, what the transition had nothing to do with me personally, but just stepping in them shoes. And I told Teddy, like, Teddy was one of the phone calls that I tried to avoid. Yeah. Because had he told me not to take it,
you would, yeah.
People be like, you wouldn't. No. That's how much respect because in my mind, because I know how I am, if I tell you not to do something, I have a reason. Absolutely. 1, 2, I'm gonna make sure you straight now that you're not doing it. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. But he was like, no, you gonna do it. He said, but you're gonna call Gerald. I was like, okay, but no, I appreciate, like, bro, you sent me out there good. You was like, no, bro.
Good deal, bro.
But no, people don't even know. Like, I remember when you did Danity Kane.
Oh yeah. That was fun.
I was like, and that's the thing, like, I hadn't really jumped into pop yet at that point. Like, I was just strictly like the R&B hip hop. So it was like, to see you on that, I was like, okay. Because so how did you feel even doing that? Because that was completely different than, people don't know, like, well, I'm sure a lot of people do, but some don't know you played for R. Kelly. Like,
oh yeah.
So even like, so through that, like playing with Danity Kane, how was the transition from you doing what you were doing to that?
Discipline. Like, they want you to play the record.
Yeah.
Like, literally play the record. And it was like, even with coming to that arena with Christina Aguilera, that was very much new for me. You know what I mean? Because I had been doing like Yolanda, more gospel side stuff. So to come into that, bro, was like mad new, because it's like, you know, talking to who was playing keys? I forgot his name.
With Danity Kane?
Nah, with Christina.
Was it Rob?
Rob Lewis. So Rob, like, yo, she needs you to hit. Like, it's gonna be some things she gonna say. She needs you to catch them joints, so you can't. So yeah, being in that type of arena, it was the same thing with Danity Kane. Them girls knew their music. Yeah. So yeah, it was certain catches they needed. Like, so you got to be locked in on that stuff. So yeah, for me, the transition was just like really focusing in on the parts. Yeah. Like, play the parts, play the accents, and that's the song.
Yeah.
Like, so yeah, that was the biggest thing. And then with Rob, they want you to sound like a big radio. That was his thing. Like, I want my band to sound like a big ass radio.
Yeah.
And it was cool. But yeah, like, we literally played what the record played. And it was one night, bro, we in rehearsal, and they had us rehearsing like near O'Hare or whatever, bro. So it was like maybe 2, 3 in the morning. Me and Sheree just in there going for blood. Donnie wasn't there.
Donnie wasn't
there. So we just got files running, and me and Sheree going for blood, bro. And Donnie messed around and walked in on us, bro. And we felt like, I personally, I ain't gonna say how Sheree felt, bro. I felt like a 10-year-old kid, like your dad walked in on you doing something, and Donnie was just, he looking at us in disgust, like, this how y'all gonna play this show? Well, yeah, bro, it's like strictly like the record, sounds and everything like the record. So yeah, it was an adjustment. Like, getting those first calls on the pop side, it was definitely an adjustment. But once you get locked in, kind of understand what it is, it'd be cool.
And the thing is, you always understood music. Yeah. Like, even with that, like, it was like with these lists and people who the best gospel, the best
crazy.
Listen, I just want to be known as one of the most working.
Absolutely.
And I'm totally cool with being on that list. You get what I'm saying? Yeah. Because the thing, and I said that to say, they can't put you on a list. Like, certain people is just like, okay, well, why are they on that list? Like, for me, I've never, of course, I grew up playing gospel. Like, I still do. Mm-hmm. People never equated me with playing gospel.
Right, yeah.
But the thing was, my mentality was, I'm going to play what I want to play out there in here. Yeah. You get what I'm saying? Yeah. Like, that was my mentality. Yeah. So I'm like, you can equate this as R&B, hip, whatever you want to do, but we're playing it in church. You get what I'm saying? So that was one thing I always respected about your playing. It was like, you can't put you in it, because you look up and you playing neo soul. It's like, and I didn't know how to play neo, so it was like seeing you in these different pockets. It was like, yeah, he listens to a lot of people. And of course, you mentioned Teddy. Teddy was one of the ones that told me, he's like, man, you got to listen to more music. You know what I'm saying? So even hearing your stories, like about how you locked in a certain different genres or whatever the case, like that says a lot, because you always been that dude.
Yeah, bro. I mean, like, even when I share, like, I still take time out to share today. And it's like some days, man, I'm gonna detone my drums and I'm finna listen to country stuff. I'm finna play that. You know what I mean? Not saying that I love some country stuff. I may like pull up and it's like, okay, that's happening. Yeah. But for the most part, it's just understanding that and trying to be as authentic as I can in that, just in case I get a call for that. So, yeah, man, like, so, yeah.
No, I definitely rocks with that, bro. Dog, I was telling Ted, I remember coming to a musical y'all did. It's when y'all had the Carl Kanai shirts on. And, bro, it was... No, I was literally, even the people in the choir, like, I was like, y'all are superstars. Because that was when it was like, y'all, and then I think the Ty Tribbett thing, it was coming.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Yeah. But before that, it was God's Property.
God's Property, yeah.
So it was like y'all and God's Property, like even being close with some of them now, it's like, I looked at y'all like, this is where I want to be. Because to me, there was levels to it. Because for me, if I couldn't impress y'all, in them spaces, it was no use in me even thinking about jumping ship and going. Like, that's why I've always been here. But like, how did you feel in the moment? Because like, dog, y'all were doing churches and like they were getting there like it was a club.
Oh no, it was crazy. Like you said earlier, bro, like it was a movement that we really didn't see. We were in it so tough. It's like, but yeah, like we would get to concerts and people coming to hear New Direction. So you got like 70% of the church that's there have come to see New Direction. And yeah, man, it was like a rock and roll movement. Once we kind of seen what it was, yeah, bro, it was like a rock and roll movement, man. Like, so, but just being in it taught me so much music. Cause like even with Teddy, Ted would come in, and I think as far as I can remember, that was the first experience I had with a 2-drummer situation.
Oh, yeah.
And because I kind of came up under Teddy, I understood what he was playing. Like, so the language me and him had going on, bro, it was like, yeah, this is crazy. Like, this is crazy with this dude. So we establishing our thing, then you got the rest of it. Like, so nah, bro, it was crazy. Then the choir, like, like New D, hands down, was like one of the dopest choirs, like, in Chicago.
Bro, listen. I mean, we're all older now.
Yeah.
But it was like, you're right. It was just one of them things, like, I literally looked at that choir. Like, first of all, Percy and Gerald don't get enough of the credit.
Nah, they don't.
That they
don't.
Should say. You know where I'm at with it. Like, it don't make, like, what they put in place, it hasn't been done a lot. I don't know really, because you had like, remember Natalie Wilson? Yeah. You had little pockets of, but I'm talking about an entire, like, Percy Gray, they had all of 5, 6 different, then it spilled off into Tony Tidwell. Yep. So that's my thing. Like, so listen, shout out to Percy and Gerald.
Yes.
Great.
Absolutely.
Y'all know how I feel about y'all, but like, this is about giving people their just due. Like, y'all started something in Chicago that it was unmatched.
Indeed.
And he's a byproduct of it. So am I.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? But it was like, in those moments, to rehearse at Gerald's crib, same thing. It was like a club. It was like, if you got down in the basement to rehearse, I feel you were somebody.
Yeah.
Because my first time actually rehearsing there was for Kenny Lewis' first record.
Yeah.
I was more nervous rehearsing than I was, because it's like you in this room and it's just you. So it's like you can't really tell what the people in the other room is saying, dog. My confidence was definitely not where it is now. And then Calvin was playing, so he would peek in. But then after that, I would come watch you rehearse, and it was like, You was like, oh man, we good. It was like just your confidence. Like, where did you get the level of? Because it's like you don't do this. Like, of course, we all go through stuff, but you everything is even with you.
I didn't know, bro. Like, honestly, I didn't know. Like, this was just really a gift from God. You know what I mean? So I didn't even know what it was. Like I said, I was trying to gang. I could play drums, but I was like low key trying to gang bang. And God was keeping me from that because it seemed like every time something would crack, homies go rob somebody, we didn't get in a fight. I'm always at a church gig. Some church didn't call me to come play the drums or whatever. So he always kept me from like, but yeah, bro, it was just like, it was just crazy, man. Like the whole thing was just crazy, man.
Yeah, the way y'all moved. Because again, back then, that was when I was with Willie.
My God. Yeah.
Willie.
Yeah.
And Willie was one of the ones. Like, he would take me around. Like, yo, this is my brother Ray. Like, I'm talking about when I used to be at Willie's mom's crib with him. We be eating from the George Foreman grill.
Yeah.
Dog, that's how close people don't, like, I was literally a teenager. Like, we just be chilling.
Yeah, nah. And Will was on the stage with us too. It was like Joe had this thing where he know how to put, especially bass players and drummers. Like,
Yeah.
when he brought Sheree in, we was already at a level. Like, I feel like we were killing. When he brought Sheree in, like you said, you know, coming up, I'm kind of getting a name for myself. So I'm like, man, we bring another bass player. I'm like, bro, if it ain't no JJ, just play synth bass.
Right.
I don't want to.
Yeah, because Gerald will wear you out on key bass
Seriously.
too.
So I was like, Pops, just play synth. He like, nah, son, I got somebody for you. I'm telling you. So I'm asking Scooter, I'm like, yo, what's up with this dude, Sheree, man? Like, can he play? Scooter kind of gave me the look, like, I'm like, okay. So me and Sheree never had no rehearsal. Joe just brought him in. We had to do something in New Orleans. I think y'all was down there. I think we had to do
Navy
something-
Pier?
No, New Orleans. I think you were down there with Kenny Lewis or something.
Yeah. I know what you're talking about. Yeah.
That was my first time hitting with Sheree, bro. And it was like, seriously, the first note of rap.
And y'all didn't rehearse?
No rehearsal. Gerald had been doing rehearsals with him on his own, and he just brought us together, and it was crazy, bro. So, yeah. And even once he came in, it just kind of elevated things because me and him was getting our thing happening, bro. And it was like, yeah, being at Gerald crib, in it, you're like, yo, I'm tired of coming over here. Yeah. Like, in it, it's like that's how you feel. But it's like when you get on the gig and you killing effortless, like, bro, it was like we would be playing stuff and it would just be coming out so fluent because it's like we've rehearsed so much up to this point. I be feeling like some days, man, like even now, man, like that Gerald Gray house is like a landmark, like on some Motown.
Oh, absolutely.
Like
that's like his bill.
Yeah, you feel me?
Definitely.
Like, yeah, bro, that joint is a landmark, man. Like, it's been so many people that have come through there, man. Like so many people have grown from being in that basement, man. Like, so.
All right, man. Listen, I told Gerald, even back at the times where I was playing drums, but these were you all's gigs. So when he was like, yo, man, we're going to have you programmed from New Direction, I was like, word? Dog. The same energy I had programming for y'all was the same energy I had when I was. Yes. It did. I was like, "Yo, you good with that?" He was like, "Bro,
yes,
whatever you do." And somebody, dog, I was over there playing Raindrops like live.
Yes,
dog. But those was the it was like, dog, I just wanted to be around. I remember that one particular concert was at Sweet Holy.
Yeah, I remember. That's
when Aaron was playing Colors.
I remember that.
Oh my God, Philip, you. It was Sheree. Yeah, it was Sheree. Yeah. Was Rick playing? It was like two more. Steve Goldsmith.
Steve, yeah.
And Phil, man, but I don't fit, dog, them moments, because even then, I had, 2 MPs and a 1680? Dog, and I was just sitting there like, same thing. I'm like, yo, this choir, like these, like I said, bro, y'all literally were superstars to me. Still, same thing now, but like you say, being in it, you don't look at it like that. You walk into a place and niggas whispering like, "Yo, that's Quin right there."
Yeah,
you like
you don't look at it, bro.
And again, but that's what makes it dope, though.
Yeah,
because some dudes do look at it like that. Mm-hmm. You get what I'm saying? It's like, no, bro, like this ain't ours.
Nah,
you get what I'm saying? The only way you can feel a person like you is arrogant is because you're quiet.
Mm-hmm.
somebody being quiet doesn't make it man.
And I got that a lot, yeah.
Yeah, you know what I'm saying? But it's like if somebody know you, it's like, what? No. Like I say, we got stories where it's like, no, he's looked out for me at times where nobody was rocking with. You know what I'm saying? So like even being that, like, and that of course, I know that has a lot to do with your moms.
Yeah.
Like just I know how you feel about my moms. You know how I feel about mine. Yeah. You know what I'm saying? So it's like that's where I think that caring side comes in. Mm-hmm. You know what I'm saying? So it's like you don't want people to look at you a certain way because you're like, yo, I give you the shirt off. Now I'm not gonna go out of my way to prove to you that I'm a nice person. Yeah. But it's like, bro, like literally, man, you've always just moved. You know what I'm saying? A certain way. And I respect that.
Love, bro. Appreciate it.
I respect that on many levels because we both know, and I know we've all had our moments in life, but people start moving like it's about us.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Like, even with me transitioning, talking to you, you was like, yo, man, what's going to make you happy? Yeah. And like, you was always one. I remember I called you the feeling, I don't know what it was a gig, but you end up telling me, you was like, well, no, I had already committed to, it was some gig with Val. It was like a praise and worship thing that you was like already committed to it. But I want to say this to you on camera, bro. That showed me a lot of integrity. Because I think what I called you for was, I don't know, it could have been Dream or something. I don't know.
It was.
Was it Dream?
It was Dream.
But in my mind, and that's the thing, in my mind, I'm like, wow, man, I'm calling this fool for Dream. And he's like, but, I mean, of course, even then I understood it, but I wasn't in that space to accept it, if that makes sense. Yeah, you know what I'm saying? Because now you know where I'm at with it now. These artists, I'm like, I'm cool. Like, I'll work with any artist, but it has to be where we all look at each other like, oh no, we all here to make this work. Mm-hmm. And that situation, as far back as that was, it showed me like just the integrity you got. You never got caught up, because most would have been like, wait, when is it? Okay, let me now, of course, we've all been in the moments where it's like, okay, well, let me work this out. If it's a sit, but just for you to do that, and then you was, like you said, it was Val, like that's family to you. Yeah. So like, even I know you remember that.
I do, bro.
But like for real, man, that showed me a lot of integrity. Like I think about that situation.
Love, bro.
That
I remember, bro, because you had, what happened was you had hit me up, and we were supposed to go to Atlanta to rehearse. Like you had sent me the music, killing, by the way. Yeah. You sent me the files, Rex. When you sent me the files, I was like, "Yo, I have to go sit on somebody's drums because what this fool is playing, like, yeah, you can't just go like, bro. That's what I'm saying. Like, you were playing in an arena, and you elevated it. You know what I mean? So it's like I just couldn't come in that arena filling in for Rex and just, so no, it was one of the things you had to sit with. But no, like I think what ended up happening was, I think a couple of days before we was supposed to go out, something happened where things kind of got smashed. Mm-hmm. And then it was Valencia. She had called me to do something.
That's who, right, Valencia, right.
And I think it had picked up. Mm-hmm. And I was trying to figure it out, bro. I ain't even front. Yeah. Because it's like at this point, I already know the music.
Yeah.
So, like
so you want to play it.
I want to play it. Yeah. So,
it is not cool knowing music and not being able to get at it.
Bro.
Because now you done had a chance to sit with it.
And I definitely sat with it.
Oh, yeah.
So, yeah, bro. But nah, man, it was like those moments, bro, like honestly, man, like just coming up, those moments definitely like make you, because there's been some decisions I'm sure you had to make where it's like, bro, I want to do this, but I'm locked into this. It's like, so, nah, man, those moments definitely help make me, as far as like you say, integrity or whatever, like, because there's been other situations where it's like, oh my God, I would much rather do this, but
absolutely,
I'm already, so, yeah.
But that says a lot though, man, because like I said, that wasn't an art that was really practiced then. It's not an art that's practiced now. In a lot of spaces, people so hyped to, and like I said, I've been there, not necessarily the hype of proving to people, but just wanting to be on something where it's like, oh, like I made my mark. But now it's like I can play on the corner of 83rd, 79th, I'm gonna make that corner move. Yeah. You get what I'm saying? But then we used to feel like if we weren't with certain people, what we do wasn't going to be felt. You get what I'm saying? But like I said, in that situation, man, like I got nothing but respect for that, because it showed me, like I said, us learning from each other, it showed me like, okay, moving forward, everything ain't about just popping to what you think is about to crack.
Yeah.
Especially if you gave somebody a word over here. You know what I'm saying? So, like, and they're like, we'll wrap it up. But there's a man, me and you we can actually talk
Absolutely, bro.
for a while. So that means you gotta pull back up. And I need to have you on here. Like, we're gonna have a group situation.
Man, let me
too.
know.
Yeah.
Let me know, seriously.
Because I told JJ coming on here.
Oh, hey, you let me know when Jay gonna be here.
All right, so that's what I'll do.
Let me know when Jay
come. Damo. That's what I'm saying. So I'ma just cause this gotta be a thing. And like I said, even people like Percy, Gerald, like this is the platform for not even just Chicago, but this is where my roots are.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Like, we go back before anybody really knew us like that. You know what I'm saying? Yes. So this is where we got to start. Like, so for me, bro, to have you pull up, man, and just have you a part of this, like, that means everything, man.
Bro, I had to, bro.
Seriously, like, because I know do you have any interviews like this?
Nope.
Yeah, so it's gonna be a lot.
I'm so low key, and it's like even with the social media thing, me and you be talking like, bro, post. Sheree be on the same thing, bro. It's just like,
because when you do it, they go crazy.
Yeah,
I be looking at your post like I'm really mad because I posted this and I didn't get that many likes. Now all of a sudden he posted this and this fool got 1,500.
Bro, I be trying to get better with it, bro. I swear I do.
And but again, like I said, you never change. It's something that, social media is something that helps us all. It can hurt some of us as well. But like I said, you ain't never changed. So just because certain things change, you be like, well, I'm cool.
Yeah.
And that says a lot about character. Like, you're not a follower. You get what I'm saying? Like, you know how to follow because you're a leader.
Love, bro.
You know what I'm saying? So like, even in that, like, bro, but I'm definitely gonna stay on you about posting though.
Man, for sure, bro.
Because I'll definitely be one of them likes. I'll send you a text like, thank you.
Every time.
I'll be like, thank you.
Every time.
But no, bro, listen. You know what it is, and you gotta come back.
Bro, I'm definitely coming back. You just like, bro, anything for you, bro. I'm telling you, like, because you don't understand, man. Like, you have put so many cats on from here. So many, like, bro, you're responsible for a lot of guys, like, getting their feet, or like, you're responsible for a lot of that. So, man, hats off to you, bro. Like, man, seriously.
That means a lot, bro.
That's big, man. Like, for real.
That really means a lot. Because, why I do it. I just want our people to be seen.
Absolutely.
You know what I'm saying? I'm like, I don't want to send y'all through the same loopholes I had to go through. It's like, oh, no, we ain't feeling them over here. It's like, no, now we're in control.
Yes.
We tell y'all who to listen to. So, no, I appreciate that, man. And I'm proud of everybody.
Bro, that was big. Yeah, a lot of first big calls came from you, bro. So, yeah, bro.
No, that means a lot, bro, especially coming from you.
Yeah.
You already know what it is. So,
indeed, bro.
We a rap and Untold, like, y'all know this is blood. Like, this ain't just no friendship. Like, this is my brother. So, he's coming back.
Yeah.
But shout out to Quin, bro. I appreciate you, man.
Love, bro.
For sure.
Indeed.
Yeah.
Come on, G.
Untold. This is the Untold. Please sit back and read. You want some cries and some laughs. We're doing everything for the Untold. We gon' talk about the frowns and the smiles. Tune in to the Untold. Everything gonna unfold. Tune in to the Untold. Sit back, untold.